Yo, what is going on, guys? Jaeky here. Today we're going to be taking a look, unboxing, and reviewing the Momokai Tap Trio keypad for Osu. So this was sent out by Momokai for review, but as always, that does not affect my opinion of it. This comes in 3 different colors. We have black, gray, and pink. I have the black version here today, and it's currently retailing for $40 USD on their website. If you guys are interested in checking it out, I will leave an affiliate link in the description below, which helps support out the channel, so you guys can check it out there. But in the box, basically, we get the keypad itself, which I'll be opening in a second. It is a hot swappable plate, so you can use different type of key switches depending on your preference. So let's get this thing open here. You can see we have very nice packaging here, and this is a 3-key macro pad. So you can use it for the primary use is going to be for Osu, but you can also use it to set different macros. It is QMK and VIA compatible, meaning you can use those softwares to basically set any type of different macros that you would like. If you're not using it for Osu, you can also use it as a macro pad. Here's the back of the packaging, and let's get this thing open. So you can see the sleeve just slides off here. Inside the box, we get a little bit of documentation, a little quick start guide right here. Okay, so going over some of these specifications, we have a hot swappable Kale socket. It's compatible with Cherry, Gatoron, and Kale MX switches. We have a 1000 Hertz polling rate on the keypad itself. We also have a aluminum body construction, so it is cool to the touch. It's not plastic, it is aluminum. We also have a detachable Type-C USB cable right here. It is rubber, not braided. And then we also have RGB LEDs on the keypad itself that we can change later on in the software, so we'll go over that as well later on. So this is what the keypad looks like itself, and of course you have the aluminum plating here. In between is going to be plastic, but it is very cool to the touch. And then on the bottom here we have 4 different rubber feet, so this will help with grip on your table. Alongside that, in the box we also have some sticky pads. So right here you can peel these off and stick these onto the bottom of the keypad. If you need more grip on your table, you can use these. But with just the 4, it already has very good grip on the table with just the 4 feet. So you can see if I'm just like trying to push it, it takes quite a bit of force to actually move. So I think these 4 feet will be good enough on any type of just like wooden surface or hard material. If you're on a mouse pad, maybe the grip's going to be a little bit worse, but on my wooden table, this is perfectly fine, the grip with these 4 rubber feet on the bottom. So these are your 2 sticky rubber feet that you can stick on the bottom if you need more grip. We also get some stickers. These are pretty cute. I'm gonna put these to the side, and then that's pretty much it. In the box, we also get, I think this is probably gonna be a switch puller. So this is gonna be for you to switch out your different switches with the hot swappable plate. So pre-installed, we have some red switches. These are linear switches. And then down here, you also have 3 different programmable buttons, very tactile. And just a quick sound test for you guys here. Let's do a quick sound test so you can see what the switches sound like. Then of course we have our cable right here, USB-C, always good to see. Okay, so let's actually go over how to change the switches. That's a pretty big part of this, is actually the hot swappable switches. So let's open up the pre-provided switches we have here. Also, I'm pretty sure these are sold separately. These are not, the extra switches are not included. If you purchase this normally, you will just get this keypad with the pre-installed red switches. So if you want different key switches, like if you don't already have different type of switches lying around, you will have to purchase this separately. But let's really quickly go over how to actually swap out switches here. So I'm going to take out some different switches and I'll show you guys how to do that. So of course the pre-installs are linear, and let's say I wanted a brown tactile switch in there. All you would do is take your little tool that you use to pull out the key switch, and you see these 2 tabs on the top and bottom of the switch itself. You basically just press those down with the little switch swapper, and then you just pull gently and it should pop out just like that. You can see that's what it looks like right there. So this is actually compatible with switches that have the legs, so you don't actually have to trim off legs if you have them on your switch. It is compatible with that. So you just line up the pins here, and then you pop it in. You can hear it click in, and there you go. It's really that simple. That's all you do to switch those key switches around. Okay, now let's head over to the desktop. I'll go over software as well as some gameplay so you guys can actually see the keypad in action. Alright guys, so I have it plugged into my computer now, and as you can see, this is what the RGB looks like by default. It's actually very, very bright. You can see it comes out on all the sides as well as the switches, obviously. So that's what it looks like right there. And so now let's go over, so by default, it's plug and play. You don't have to you don't have to actually remap anything if you don't want to, but it is plug and play. So I didn't really do anything to it yet, and I just have it plugged in, and immediately you can see that the left switch is recognized as Z, the middle is X, and the very right is C. And then on the bottom here, the very left, like little button down here, is your tilde. And then this one I think is, one of these is escape, and then the other one I think is probably F2. We can actually open Osu here and check. So let's see. So the middle one is escape, and then the one on the very right is F2. So you can use it to randomize your songs. So by default, that's what it is out of the box. It's already pre-programmed to these keys. So if you're just using this for Osu, you really don't have to do anything. You just plug it in and you can immediately start using it. You'd have to set your key bindings. So left click on like this one, and then right click on X. Quick retry on your tilde. So the nice thing with this is actually, it depends, you can change up your playstyle. So a lot of people have been doing like index ring finger recently for Osu. So you can do that with this keypad. So you can just use the one on the left and the one on the very right if you're an index ring player. But if you're just like a standard, you know, index middle finger player, then you can use either these two or these two. The good thing about the tap trio is you can actually use different playstyles. So it doesn't matter if you're ring index or index middle, either one, this will work for you. Okay, so if you do want to remap the keypad, you basically just go over to, again, you can use this with QMK software, so you can do that, or you can just go over to the Momokai website. And down here, there's a bunch of steps on how to basically remap everything. So we can click on remap, and then you can see here that you can pretty much rebind everything. So you can basically rebind everything from here. And you can also change the RGB from here. So right now it's just on the default, and you can see there's a bunch of different effects that you can choose. So if I choose twinkle on the red, that's what it looks like. So yeah, you can choose a bunch of different effects here, which is very cool. Once you're done with the changes, like let's say I wanted to change this very left one to B instead, I would just click flash on the top right here. So just click flash, and then it will say success. And then if we open up Notepad and I hit this very left key, you can see it's been remapped to B. So it's very, very simple. That's basically how you remap if you need to. And yeah, it's very straightforward. All right, guys, now I'm going to give you guys a little bit of gameplay with the keypad so you can just see it in action while I'm using it on Osu here. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That was my unboxing and review of the Momokai Tap Trio keypad. Honestly, I think it's a great keypad for Osu. The build quality is super nice with the aluminum plate, and also the fact that it's hot swappable is a huge plus. The software is also very good, and the fact that you can use it with QMK to reprogram and add macros is extremely good. So even if you're not using this for Osu and you want to use it for, let's say, macros, you can do that on the side as well, which is great. It is USB-C, which is also a great bonus, and the RGB is very bright. So if you're someone who likes RGB, there are a ton of different options that you can choose from, and the lighting is extremely bright as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you're interested in picking up this keypad, again, I will leave an affiliate link in the description below. It'll help support out the channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.